Alright, this will be a 2017 recap video. 2017, my life. Won't be too long. What does that say about my life? I don't know. But, let's begin. 2017 wasn't just a banner year for games, it was also a good year for me. Now see, you thought I wasn't going somewhere with that. But it began in March with the Switch. Oh look, it's me on Twitch. It's probably the only way I'm getting on there. But it launched in March, and I love how it just basically was a giant middle finger to all the naysayers that said, "Oh yeah, this isn't gonna work. Mobile, console, part mobile. Yeah, that won't work." But Nintendo, they proved them wrong. And then it launched with the Legend of Zelda, which everybody knows. But and we've had 2 DLCs for it since. And we all know how good they were. And then in March, that same, like the following week, was PAX. Here's my media badge. Ooh, so shiny. We're up in Boston. If for those of you who got to go, you know there was a blizzard up in Boston that week. And then it also snowed in New Jersey right after, which it snowed in Boston during PAX, and then I left Boston, and then it snowed here, which I did it wrong. You're supposed to leave for snow and then come back to not snow. But it snowed here too. And then PAX East, that was my first PAX. That was the first time I had been in Boston in a long time since I was a kid. And that was really fun. I don't know why I'm cracking my knuckles. But PAX East was the first time I'd seen Brawlhalla. And for those of you who have read my GamerHub Awards recap, GamerHub Awards article, I gave Brawlhalla Multiplayer Game of the Year because it's really fun, and it's easy because it's mostly it's a PC game that was built on PC, obviously, and then it was ported to the PS4. You can tell that, but it's seamless. You can't really tell too much that it was not originally put on the PS4. But that was my first installment of that. And this was my first PAX, which was, I was originally supposed to go to PAX South, but I had something come up. And then I was able to get into PAX East, which is less travel, closer to my neck of the woods in the East Coast. And it was really fun. I got to meet a lot of interesting people. Got to see what PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo, was all about, which I had never seen before. And that was really fun. There was also West of Loathing, which if you've read I wrote up a PAX East review write-up on GamerHub, which you'll be able to check out. I may put the links in the description. I might. I'll probably do that more for the E3 stuff, because I was able to go to E3 too this year, but we'll get to that in a moment. But West of Loathing is a semi-RPG, semi-pick-your-own-adventure game, which the writing is really good, and that was really fun. It looks bland when you first look at it, because it's just black and white, but that's really fun. But now we'll go on to June and E3. This was, I believe, number 5 for me. And if you see my visor with the eyes, it's Capper. And the main thing at the Nintendo booth this year was Mario Odyssey, which, I mean, being a big Nintendo fan, you have to check out the Nintendo booth, and that's what I always do first. So you know you're going to get my main opinion on Nintendo first, on the first day at E3. E3 this year, they let the public in, which I'm a little on the fence on. But I mean, it's a business, so you have to understand that, and it's the way to make money for the ESA. So they run it. I mean, and if they need to make money, they're gonna open it to the public. I've had friends that are not in the media say that they didn't have a good time because, I mean, they paid their way and they were bored. They didn't know how to handle themselves. But that shouldn't be a problem this year because, unlike people in the media, we have deadlines and things, and you have to meet your deadlines. But with this year at E3, they're having different hours for the media, extended hours, and industry, and then they're having gamer time, pass time that will allow the gamers that they buy the gamer passes. I believe that's what it's called, to have their own time. Well, not their own time, but different hours. So media and industry professionals can get their time in first, which is always a welcome thing. Because with more people, it's harder to get in your appointments and things. But I mean, Mario Odyssey was the hit of the E3 this year. And then there was Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which is out now. But I saw that for the first time at the Bandai Namco booth, which was really fun. I always do them and Natsumi. I have some friends there that I've gotten to know over the years. And then Moss. Moss is a PolyArc VR game, which I talked about in my most anticipated games of 2018. It'll be coming out soon. Which I saw I got to play firsthand at E3 this year. Last year, excuse me. But, so I'm really up and coming. And then that was made official in July when we had a restructuring at GamerHub and Shack News when I became editor-in-chief at GamerHub, which I've been doing a lot of work for GamerHub over the years, and I'd been the news editor and a writer at GamerHub, but I've been getting recognized by my peers, as well as staffer at Shack and Modojo, which was another sister site at the time. But this is different. I was basically running GamerHub and calling the shots for the site. What we ran, what we wrote, as well as a couple other people. But I was placed in charge of the site, which is it was an honor and a big deal for me. Because it finally felt like that I was arriving in the industry. I mean, you go from getting freelance work to getting paid to becoming an editor and a writer and an editor-in-chief somewhere. I feel like those are the steps. And this was a big deal. And I'm very appreciative for what everyone's done for me at the sites, at Modojo, at Shack News, as well as at GamerHub. Because without them, there's no PAX, there's no E3, there's really nothing. No writing for me, there's really nothing. And this is what I've been trying to do. I mean, it's a big deal. And like I said, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone that's helped along the way. All the staff at Shack News, my friend and editor-in-chief over at Shack, Asif, and then one of my good friends at GamerHub, John. He's helped out helps me out getting me into E3 as if I need it, and he's a good friend, and I appreciate everything that they've done for me. And then October came around, which Mario Odyssey came out, which is another big deal for the gaming industry. Happy. It was another way Nintendo could just show off, and I love Nintendo, so I feel like this moment and the GamerHub Awards were just another way for both of us, Nintendo and myself, to show off for the industry, because Mario Odyssey I gave as the game of the year for the GamerHub Awards, and most of the industry was giving The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild the game of the year, which isn't too far-fetched. I mean, it was either or in this instance, but I went with Mario. I'll put a link for the description of the awards in, like I said, the description of the video. But it was my first time being able to do a game of the year, since it was my first year as editor-in-chief at a site, as well as my first recap from developers for an award show site, show, I don't know what you want to call it, write-up. Write-up might be a good thing. But that was really fun. And then this year at E3, hopefully, GamerHub will be able to do our games of the show, and that will be fun. Well, and that will mean we'll be able to put our logo up with the big boys and show off with the big sites, and that'll be really fun. And I think that'll be a full circle of arrival for me, being able to put up the logo and say GamerHub Game of the Show, and that'll be fun. So, alright, to recap, 2017 was a banner year for the gaming industry, as well as myself. We had quite a ride along the way. We had the Switch console that we didn't know how it would take. I mean, I was going to buy it anyway, because apparently you could print Nintendo on cardboard, which they are, and we'll buy it. I don't know if I'll buy it, but we'll see. But the Switch is working. It's killing everything. Then there was a trip up to Beantown, Patriot Country. One of the few jets in Patriot Country. And you'll be glad to know I didn't hunt Tom Brady down while I was up there. I could have. I didn't. And then I got to go to LA for the 5th time. If you had told me years ago that I'd be going to LA, I'd be telling you you're crazy. You know, this year will be number 6. That's the Spoon anniversary. No, I don't know what anniversary it is, but I'll be looking forward to some of that barbecue sauce and barbecue chicken pizza that they have close to the Staples Center. And I'll be repping my Devils and Mets stuff in Cali, like I always do. as well as the typical gaming shirts, but you gotta wear some gaming stuff. So, if you sub to the video, like, subscribe, share it. And now, I gotta throw Cappy to capture something.